Whew. Got a shipment from WiseBond Ammo Crate. I've heard about these things. I don't know what's in here. Whoa. As you all know, I've been using WiseBond for quite a while now. It truly is the best epoxy resin that's out there on the market today. It works very well for my applications, and it can work just as well for yours. Very DIY friendly, very easy to mix, very clear resin coming out, and it stays clear for you. It's got great UV inhibitors in there, and they really are a one-stop shop where you can grab everything that you need. So I want to thank WiseBond. I want to thank Epoxy Mike for your support and for sending me this out. So let's see what we got inside. All right. A lot of good, useful stuff here. Things that every epoxy resin artist needs: paddle mixers, 2 different sizes. So the small ones, these are good for 32 ounce and under in the containers, but be careful. Make sure you hang on to the container when you're mixing. If you want to see what I'm talking about, just go check out one of my other videos. Disaster. It's my own fault. And the larger ones, these are good for my table pours. These are for the 5-gallon buckets. You can use them 3-gallon buckets, but these will come in very handy. And then something that I do enjoy using, and I've got a good selection and large quantities now, the Wise Glow. 50 grams, 50-gram containers. I love this stuff. If you want to add that pop to your resin projects, mix in a little of the Wise Glow. It really does charge up very quickly and stay charged. I've had very good luck with it. Let's see what we got here. We've got Paradise Glow. We've got Limelight. Royal Ice. This one glows purple. Got a special project for that one. What do we have here? Ice caps. I have used ice caps before in my lagoon boards. Evening Sunset. This one is very cool. This one, as you can see, is pink. But when it glows like a nice sunset, an orangish sunset. Very cool. Can't wait to play around with those. And then another product that I absolutely love and I can never get enough of, the Wise Notch. These are important and necessary when you're doing your bar and tabletop. This gives you 3 different notches. So you have your 1/8 inch, your 16th inch, your 1/8 inch, and your 1/4 inch. And then of course you have your flat. So I've used the flat edge when I'm doing the quick set seal, and I just want to skim coat it and it gets it nice and thin. And then when I am doing my bar and tabletop, depending on if it's the underside or the top side, I will use the 1/8 inch or the 1/4 inch. I have not used the 16th yet, but we're going to give that a try. So You can wipe these down after you're done. Use acetone and then wipe it down and it'll keep going. It's going to wipe off your labeling, but very cool. And let's see, what else do we have in here? All right. We have old number 9 cutting board oil. I have not used this yet, so I will give this a shot. This will be a mineral, food-safe oil that you can put on all of your wood projects that are coming in contact with food. And then after you oil it up, there is old number 9 wood wax. We got quite a bit of wood wax here. This will not only help your oil stay within the wood, but it gives it a nice finish, and this is food contact safe as well. Can't wait to try these out as well. I have not tried the old number 9 wood wax. It's a great finish to put on any food contact surface. Then, you've heard me talk about these a lot. I truly think this is the best thing since sliced bread. I love these Wise sticks, the stir sticks. The thing that I like about them the most is that unlike a popsicle sticks have that curved surface, or curved end, I should say. The Wise sticks have a nice square edge, and then it also has a bevel down here. And what that allows you to do is when you're in your mixing pot, it allows you to hit the actual bottom instead of being on a radius. And you're gonna miss some of that part A that's gonna gather in the corner. This is going to allow you to get down in those corners and actually scrape. And the nice straight edge on the side will scrape all of that sticky residue of the part A off. And then you just simply keep scraping, as you've seen me do in plenty of my videos. And then it's got a nice little finger grip on the back here. These work very well for your mixing pots that I've found about, I'd say about 12 to 16 ounce containers. If they're a little deeper, you'll have to hold it up, but there is another finger grip, and then you can still get down in there. I think one thing that I would like to see is maybe a little bit longer version of the Wise stick. But these things are amazing. And again, same surface, just take a blue shop towel and just wipe it down, and you could use this many, many times. Even if you forget to wipe it down, the epoxy resin will not stick to this, so you could kind of break it off, but I always wipe mine down. I have blue shop towels in my turning room, in my resin and turning room, and then I have some here. You just yank down and clean them off there. So that is a lot of good stuff so far. A lot of very useful stuff in this ammo crate, as an ammo crate should be. Then, of course, we cannot forget some actual epoxy resin. Let me open this up here. So we have the Quick Set seal. This stuff is instrumental in sealing edges or any porous wood. So you would take this is a 1-to-1 ratio on a mix, and a little goes a long way. Honestly, when I am making my serving trays or my Grogu domes, my Star Wars domes, I mix up generally 1 ounce, which would be a 1/2 ounce of A, 1/2 ounce of B, 2 at the most. and it goes a long way to seal your edges. And then you could also use it on the top. Now this is Buckeye Burl here, and it's a very soft wood, so you do want to seal it. So on something like this, I would probably mix up maybe 4 ounces. The pot life on this is about 5 minutes before it starts to gel. So only mix up exactly what you can use within that 5-minute frame within the pot. If you want to just dump it out onto your surface and then use the Wise notch to skim it along, you'll have a little bit longer pot life, or longer time for it to set up and harden. Where this sets up in about an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on your temperature. I keep my resin and turning room right around 70, 72 degrees. So that's where I've kind of found it, that it sets up really nice, is between an hour and a half and 2 hours. But this is your first step to success when you are doing wood and resin. Make sure that you seal your edges. Make sure that you seal any surface that's going to have resin on top of it, because this will prevent air bubbles from coming up. And it gives your next coat something to adhere to and grab and stick and hold. And then we have one more piece within here. And this is something that I have used on my pens. I don't think I've really posted up any pen videos. I need to get on that. This is their art and tumbler. So this one here is a 1-to-1 ratio as well. And this does set up, I want to say the cure time on this one, it is 12 to 24 hours depending on the ambient temperature. Again, ideally you want to be working right around that 70, 72, at least that's where I've found the most success. But this is good for any of your jewelry. If you want to make resin jewelry, if you're encapsulating things. I use them as a clear coat on my pens and bottle stoppers. It gives it an amazing high gloss shine. It polishes up very nice. Yeah. Wow. This crate did not disappoint. I did also receive some deep pour epoxy and some bar and tabletop that could not fit in here. So again, I want to thank WiseBond. I want to thank Epoxy Mike. You guys are the best. Truly love the product. And thank you all for your support in following me along on this journey and seeing what I create. I've got a lot of new stuff. There's a new product line coming, the Legacy Collection. I've kind of teased it out a little bit on my socials. If you're not following me on my socials, at BW Design Works on Facebook and Instagram. Check me out on there. And if you're not following me on YouTube, give me a follow. If you like this video, give it a like. Share it with others that you know enjoy woodworking, enjoy epoxy resin projects. And I just want to say thank you again very much. And stay tuned, because there's a lot of great stuff coming for 2026. Take care.